Good evening everyone and welcome to Staffordshire for the third PFA pre-season friendly. Yes, the campaign is designed to give out-of-contract players a chance to train, play and get the mental wellbeing support they may need as they seek a club for the next season. And so far it has been going swimmingly for the PFA sides. 2 games and 2 victories against the French Players Union and Barnet respectively. But tonight here at Keys Park, they're taking the Hednesford Town side still on cloud 9 after promotion into the National League North at the end of last season. It will be a challenge for both sides, so expect a fierce contest between 2 very motivated outfits. Yes, it's Hednesford Town versus the PFA 11 here at Keys Park. My name's Ian Woodhouse. I'm going to be guiding you through the action tonight, and I'm delighted to say there's quite a lot of you already in the live chat. Yes, we're live on YouTube at the PFA. We're also live at the PFA's X account as well. So if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. The live chat is open, everybody. I can see your comments, so do keep them coming in. Let's have a look at some of them already, shall we? I can see Babalooney2135 says, up the pitmen, can't wait to get the game started. Yes, 7:45 kickoff. We are 8 minutes or so away from getting underway here. Luke says, thanks for a stream, come on the pitmen. Let me know where you're watching from, everybody. Where are you? Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you in the UK? I want to know what town, I want to know what city, I want to know what village, I want to know what hamlet, I want to know what field. Tell me where you are. Let's light up that live chat. It's great to have you all along. Like I said, my name's Ian Waterhouse. I'll be guiding you through the action tonight, and if you've ever listened to any of my commentary, well, I like to have a little bit of fun as well. I have got a cracking quiz coming up for you a little bit later as well. It's a free agent guess the player quiz. Right, there we go. Somebody else is up the pitman. Come on. Yes, that's what we like to see. And as you can see, a good cluster of people inside Keys Park for this one. I'm very much looking forward to it. My second visit actually to Keys Park. I was here last season for a West Ham under-21s game as well, and I have to say, a very, very nice stadium it is indeed. Completed actually in 1995. Keys Park Stadium cost just £1.3 million. A bit of a bargain, isn't it, for stadium these days? YouTube 3HI says Kachunga's going to score. And well, he's on the bench actually for this one. He will be playing in the second half. Right, I have the lineups for you, everybody. So let's bring you that, shall we? Starting with the. I'm going to put both on screen as well. How good is that? So let's just run through the Hednesford Town lineup. Your goalkeeper is number 1, Xander Park. Number 8 is Dale Gorman. He's your captain this evening. Number 12 is Ben Lomax. 19 is Lenny Serino. 21 is Jay Curran Nichols. 22 is Dan Turner. 24 is Sonny Sharples. 25 is Finn Teasdale. 31 is Niall Mayer. And 35 is O'Keary Simmons. And 36 is Theo Farquharson. They're both trialists this evening as well. You can see the subs at the bottom of the screen, but let's run through the PFA lineup for you. Goalkeeper number 1, former Manchester United keeper Ben Amos. Number 2 is Tanai Watson. Number 4 is Angus MacDonald. 5 is Charles Dunn. 3 is Ethan Bristow. 20 is Johnny Williams. 21 is Sam Morsey. 7 is Luke Thomas. 11, Fernando Forestieri. Number 10 is Kane Hemmings. And number 19 is John Marquise. So as I said, this is the third pre-season game so far, and it has been a bit of success so far for the PFA. A 2-1 win over the French Players Union. Johnny Williams and Kyle Vassell were on the score sheet that day. Then a 3-1 victory up in North London against Barnet last week. Marquise with a brace. Max Anderson also on the score sheet. Played 2, scored 5, conceded 2 so far. Hednesford Town, though, like I say, they are a club certainly on the up. Last season, getting themselves promoted. They will be in the National League North this season. They won 22 of their 40 league games last season. In fact, they had the best defensive record in the Northern Premier Division last season, conceding just 35 goals. And how good is it as well to see so many people inside the stadium. Live chat, as I said, is open. I'd love to hear from you. We've got over 100 of you watching now as well. Let me know where you're watching from, who you are supporting as well. It'd be great to hear from you, so do get in contact with us. As we said, this pre-season launched in the 2022-23 season for the PFA. It gives an opportunity for out-of-contract players, a residential training base with daily training, there's strength and conditioning, there's competitive matches and mental well-being support, a new for 2026 is a WSL and WSL2 trial camp, which has started and is going very well indeed. YouTube 3HI says, is George Williams playing? No. I can tell you actually, for the PFA, they will change their 11, although Charles Dunn will play both the first and second half. But the second half of the PFA will be Boyce Clark in goal, then Jake Caprice, Harrison Holgate, Shane Ferguson, Billy Bowden, James Scott, Max Anderson, Jamie Patterson, Elias Kachunga and Louis Molt. So that's how the second half will line up. Hednesford Town, substitute Sam Hornby's on the bench, Jamie Cook, Lennon Brown, Amari Sterling-James, Akeem Rose, Dylan Motley-Henry, Liam Kinsella, Aaron Harper-Bailey and Josh Mabley. My first time actually covering Hednesford Town. As I say, I have been to Keys Park before, but it was for a West Ham under-21s game. Ryan and Laura, they're watching from Barrow. Great to have you guys along. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're up to 29,100 subscribers on the PFA YouTube channel. Let's see if we get it up to 29,200, shall we? There's a lot coming up as well, by the way. If you enjoy these games, make sure you come back on Friday as we take on Tranmere Rovers. I believe that's an 11 o'clock kickoff. You can watch it live and free here on the PFA YouTube channel or on the X account as well. Here we go. The players are making their way out on to the pitch, as you can see. And we are moments away from starting in the glorious sunshine here in Staffordshire. Somebody's commented saying Akeem the Dream. It's Akeem Rose wearing the number 11's on the bench for now, but a number of players to look out for. Of course, Fernando Forestieri for the PFA, the 36-year-old. I'm sure most people remember him from his time at Sheffield Wednesday. He's Argentinian, but has played for Italy at youth level internationally. Other players to look out for, as mentioned, John Marquis, 34-year-old, scored 2 against Barnet. Scored 61 goals in 131 league appearances for Doncaster Rovers. Scored 28 in 93 for Portsmouth. He was part of the League One Team of the Year in 2018-19. There is Forestieri. So the PFA all in black, Hednesford in white, just to make life very easy. There's Johnny Williams as well, the Welsh wizard on the score sheet against the French Players Union. 32-year-old Johnny Williams, 33 caps for Wales. Just recently left Gillingham. He's had spells with the likes of Crystal Palace, Charlton, Cardiff and Swindon. Cactus Jack says, proud day for the trialist family. Absolutely love pre-season, don't we? The number of trialists you often see. Ryan and Loris are surprised Canavan hasn't joined the PFA after his release from Barrow. Let us know where you're watching from, everybody. So far, Ryan and Laura have let us know they're watching from Barrow. What about the rest of you? Where are you? Are you in the UK? Whereabouts? What town? What city? What village? If you want to shout out, just comment in that live chat. Remember, I can see the comments. It's great to have you along this Tuesday evening. A perfect evening for football as well. There is a light breeze here at Keys Park Stadium, but it's warm, the sun is out, and football is back. Well, Hednesford Town fans, you must be excited for the new season. You've got another couple of pre-season friendlies coming up on Saturday against Connors Quay and one against Boston. We've got ZXCK Temps watching from Chadsmore. I've no idea where Chadsmore is, but it's at Staffordshire. We are about to get underway here. It's Kane Hemmings who's going to have the honour of the very first kick here this evening for this third PFA pre-season friendly. We are underway in the glorious sunshine here at Keys Park in Staffordshire. That was Johnny Williams, nice little touch there. Here's Forestieri. Very much looking forward to this one. And Hednesford Town fans, as I mentioned, the new season, first game, first league game away at Merthyr on the 8th of August. Then it's Scarborough at home here at Keys Park and in Southport at home. What a great way to start the National League North season that will be. Here's Angus MacDonald, goes back to Charles Dunn. Over onto the left-hand side here, and it's an early attack, and it's whipped into the box. It's going to run all the way through. He's going to do well to keep it in, and does really well there. Ball goes out of play. Here's Lenny Sereno, who just knocks it out for a throw for the PFA. Watson. Sam Morsey, former Premier League player, of course, Morsey. Hednesford looking to break and attack the PFA half if they can get in there for the first time in the game. Dylan Wright watching from Doncaster. Great to have you along. David Baker says, I'm a Chester fan. Great to have you along, David. Thank you. And the ball runs all the way back to Ben Amos. Because Ben Amos, I'm sure you all remember him. He won the Club World Cup with Manchester United in 2008. 36-year-old. Former Bolton, Charlton, Wigan, most recently at Port Vale as well, Ben Amos. Kev Keats says, watching from Fareham, as an Ipswich fan, come on Sam Morsey. Of course, yes, Sam Morsey. 34-year-old, over 150 league appearances for Ipswich, one promotion to the Premier League in the 23-24 season. 33 Premier League appearances for the Tractor Boys. Also had spells at Middlesbrough in Wigan. Michael Brightly says, scouting for Lincoln City, help we make a transfer as we need forwards. There we go. Well, John Marquis got a brace the other day. Forestieri's on the pitch. Here is Sonny Sharples though for the Pitmen. That was Curran Nichols. Ball comes into the box. It's nicely attacked. It was Charles Dunn who got the head away. I can see what the intention was there. It would have been a lovely ball had it made through. Michael Brightly is watching from Lincoln up the Imps. I bet you're excited for this season, aren't you? Lincoln City. Wow, what a season last season. It's why we love football, isn't it? Dylan Wright says, John Marquis, Donny legend indeed. Here come Hednesford Town trying to break it through. It was Angus MacDonald just shielding the ball into the arms of Ben Amos there. But the Pitmen suddenly looking quite dangerous in the opening salvos here at Keys Park. 2 games yet to keep a clean sheet. That's a lovely ball through. Charging on, here is Hemmings. Nicely into the box, it's into the back of the net, and the PFA take an early lead, end to end here, and it is John Marquis on the score sheet once again. It's his 3rd goal for the PFA in the pre-season campaigns, and it's a dream start for the out-of-contract free agents. Well, look at that, Kane Hemmings with the run. Squares it absolutely delightfully. John Marquis, he is not going to miss from there, is he? And what a start. Dylan Wright says, John Marquis, Donny legend, you must be delighted. 34-year-old, as I said, he scored 61 in 134 appearances in the league for Doncaster Rovers. Wow, wow, wow. And he's on the score sheet in the opening 4 minutes here. That's 3 in 2. That's literally 3 goals in about 49 minutes worth of football. And there's been a mistake. It's chipped over the top and it's into the back of the net. And it's an error from the keeper and the PFA capitalise on it. Well, I think, was it Hemmings who got the final touch? John Marquis is in there as well. Wow, what a dream start this is for the PFA. Was just an error at the back. It's strong work. That was Forestieri. Here comes, that was Kane Hemmings. And the keeper just knocks it back straight into the path. Hemmings couldn't quite believe it. He still had a lot of work to do. And it's 2-0 to the PFA. And they're looking to break over on this right-hand side. The ball just runs out of play. Kane Hemmings, 34-year-old striker. I know there's a couple of Barrow fans in that live chat. He was most recently at Barrow. Former Dundee, Burton, Tranmere, Stevenage, Notts County and Barnsley man. Kane Hemmings on the score sheet. 2-0 inside the opening 5 minutes for the PFA. Ben Hodge says, Cheltenham fan here, looking at any decent strikers, and also our old player Liam Kinsella, top player. Yeah, Liam Kinsella's on the bench at the minute for Hednesford Town. Might get on, no doubt, as this game progresses. That was Johnny Williams just controlling the ball. Here he is again. Morsey forced to go back, but PFA will be absolutely thrilled with this start. Well, everybody, what did you make of that? Hednesford fans, what do you make of that? PFA, fans as such? I think so. Well. 6 minutes in, Hednesford Town 0, PFA 2, the third PFA pre-season friendly here. Of course, this is Hednesford Town. Had a game against Solihull Moors on Saturday. A narrow defeat, 2-1 against the Moors. Said Connors Quay Nomads up next for Hednesford. The ball comes in, and is that just a flag up anyway? Well, I know it's early, everybody, but who's impressed you the most into the 7th minute now? Who's caught your eye so far? Let me know. Got nearly 300 of you watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, if you're enjoying yourself. I hope you are. As I said, we're here to bring you a little bit of entertainment as well. Tank Matt says, hopefully Williams, that's Johnny Williams, finds a club. Looked like we had a future superstar when he broke through at Palace. I tell you, he's had a very good career though, hasn't he, Johnny Williams? Did score against the French Players Union. I wasn't on the Barnet game, but I believe he got an assist in that match as well. And now here's a chance to break over on the right-hand side. Here is Marquis putting it into the box. It's caught by the defender. He should get it off the line and away. Just a slight lack of communication between the back line here for Hednesford Town, but they end up getting away with it. It's Ben Lomax. Either he didn't get a call from his keeper, Zander Park, or he had already committed himself. It could have been so much worse, but we continue. Sam Morsey pushing it to Williams now over on the right side. Back it goes to Thomas. Here's Luke Thomas under pressure. Nice delivery, and it's a free head. It's hit the post and it's blazed over the bar. I can't believe it. So the offside flag had gone up anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Let's have another look at it, shall we? It's a lovely delivery from Sam Morsey. It's Marquis who heads it onto the post. It comes back, and let's say he was aware that he was offside, so it wouldn't have counted. That's why he blazed it over. Well, that's what we'll say. NGP165 says, were the goals good? Missed it. John Marquis with a brilliant goal that was squared from the left side from Kane Hemmings, and there was Marquis to tap it home. Second was an error, really, from Zander Park. He made an initial save, but came out and pushed it straight to the path of Kane Hemmings, who lifted it over everybody. Now it comes in for Hednesford. Exactly play. Can they find a way back into this one? Fantastic club. It was formed in 1880. Actually a merger of red and whites and Hilltop. It's the stadium here, Keys Park. It was completed in 1995. Very nice stadium. Cost 1.3 million. Hednesford Town in the league on the way to promotion. Just 7 games in the league last season. Oh, there's been a mistake at the back. It's just gone under the feet of Ben Amos. It wasn't on target, but it is going to be a corner. A bit of a gift here for Hednesford. This has been an energetic opening 10 minutes, hasn't it? I look away ever so briefly just to look down at my notes, and suddenly something has happened, isn't it? So it is going to be a corner now for the Pitmen over on this left-hand side. I love the advertising boarding around Keys Park here. It's a really nice place to come and watch your football if you're in Staffordshire. chance. Serino, who wanted it to come short, instead it goes into the box. It's going to fall to Serino. I thought he might load up. He goes out wide though. He comes back. Maybe the initial opportunity's gone, but Serino still holding on to the ball. Lenny Serino dispossessed. Thomas just shuffling the ball away, still under a little bit of pressure. The PFA now they might be able to break over on this right-hand side. That is wonderful vision, and that is an absolutely lovely ball over to Forestieri. Forestieri into the box. Marquise is there. Hemmings is there. Comes in. It's not going to be the first man. It's away, and Hemmings almost tries to load up on the volley, but has the ball snatched away before he can make contact. Here is Dan Turner now for Hednesford. Over on this right-hand side, going to take his man on. The ball just runs out of play. Key H1 LL says, I swear the commentator is saying Hednesford wrong. Am I saying it wrong? Let me know. Barry Mann says Ipswich Town fan here, still surprised to say Morsey is without a club at the moment. It's fantastic for us. Could still do a job for any championship club. He's had a bright start here as well. There's Johnny Williams over onto the left-hand side. Shane Pearce says Shane and Karen from Cannock loving the commentary. Thank you very much, Shane and Karen. Taking the PFA once again. Here's Luke Thomas. Feeding it through nicely to Watson. Watson doing well to hold on to the ball. Back to Thomas. Morsey. Hemmings. Now it's just shuffled away. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Kai H1LL, thank you so much. So this is why I love the live chat. Really, really do. It's great to have you along today, everybody. Over 350 of you watching as well. It's a great play so far. A play that I've been looking forward to seeing tonight for Hednesford is Dale Gorman, 30-year-old midfielder. Did quite a lot of work for Barnet Football Club whilst he was there. I remember him scoring a few long-range free kicks as well. Dale Gorman is captain tonight, of course, for the Pitmen. Won the National League with Leyton Orient in 2018-19. Cats for Northern Ireland under 21. So not seen too much of the ball though in the opening 14 minutes here. Alfie says who's been the goal scorers? It's John Marquise and Kane Hemmings for PFA. Joe, Keith, we're just practicing. Sorry. So we're into the 15th minute here. PFA lead by 2-0. If you do want to go back and watch any of the goals, you can. They've been clipped. They're actually on the PFA's X account or Twitter account in Old Money. So if you do have Twitter or X, do go check the goals out. By the way, Alfie has just asked who's been the goal scorers. If you want to go back and watch them, make sure you go follow the PFA on X. You can see them right now. How cool is that? It's very, very good. Joe Cluse, this has been a standout for me this pre-season so far. Very good player. Still just 23 years of age. He's actually at Montserrat International. Just joined from Gillingham. Had a youth at Blackburn Rovers, of course. PFA now over on this left side. It goes. Game just settling down a little bit after a bit of a fraught and frantic opening 10 minutes. Here's Johnny Williams now from Wales International. Scorer against the French Players Union in the opening PFA pre-season friendly. Thank you, Keith. I'm saying it right now. Yes, thank you. There's been a number of success stories as well for the PFA over the years. Fabio Barini, remember the former Liverpool forward? He was part of the PFA pre-season last season. There's a bit of a tussle going on over this right side. Watson does well to hold on to the ball. Here is Mayer, who knocks the ball out. It is going to be a throw for the PFA. So Fabio Barini, he joined Salford City last season. Likes of Jonathan Swift, Carl Jenkinson, Dwight Gale, they've been part of the PFA. And already this season, Shamal George, he was part of week 1. He's just joined Bromley for the season. Also going to be League 1 now. League 2 last season, very impressive. In. PFA with the ball. I think we could have that. So I've got a quiz for you all, if you fancy having a little go, and it's a free agent quiz. As the ball just goes out of play, there's going to be a throw for Hednesford. Luke says Connor Wickham did well for you too. Connor Wickham, actually, I remember commentating on him last season for the PFA pre-season. And I think he scored from the halfway line against Manchester United. He was a former Sunderland player as well, Connor Wickham. As says Mr. Gibbs Walker, previously in PFA Team 2, went to Northampton Town, now at Aberdeen. Thanks for that, Cobbler. Great bit of knowledge there. Do keep your comments coming in, everybody. Remember, I can see them. I will read them out. It's lovely to have you along this evening in a very, very glorious evening here in Staffordshire at Keys Park. It's the 3rd PFA pre-season friendly. Hednesford Town against the PFA. And I've got a quiz for you. It is a guess the player. Now these players that I'm going to say and give you clues about, they joined this particular A club as a free agent at the time. That's the link, obviously, to the PFA. They weren't actually part of the PFA pre-season as such, but they were free agents at the time, or just run out of contract when they joined this particular club for a free. So your first one, this player was a Finnish striker. Okay, it's the first clue. The ball comes in, it's headed away. It's Luke Thomas with the delivery. It's going to be picked up by Finn Teasdale here for the Pitmen. He became a free agent, this player, a Finnish striker. He became a free agent at the end of the 2017-18 season. That's your second clue. Big up Hednesford 25. I went to school with him. He's a great player. Yeah, that's Finn Teasdale, the number 25 for the Pitmen tonight. So that's your first couple of clues. This free agent at the time, he was a Finnish striker. He became a free agent at the end of the 2017-18 season after leaving Brondby. He came to a club in England. Any guesses yet? Any guesses in that live chat? Finnish striker, became a free agent at the end of the 2017-18 season after leaving Brondby, and he came to an English club. Any guesses yet? Any guesses? Ball's over the top. Hednesford looking to find a way back into this one as we're into the 20th minute here. A player who's really, Luke Thomas is really growing into this game, wearing the number 7 for the PFA tonight. 27-year-old midfielder, can play as a forward as well. Recently left Bristol Rovers after making over 100 league appearances. So played for the likes of Barnsley and Derby. As a youth, was capped by England under 20s 3 times as well. Cobbler. Cobbler Waz has got it. Absolutely brilliant. Phil Martin's got it as well. You're absolutely correct, guys. So the Finnish striker, free agent at the end of the 2017. More on that in a minute, because the PFA are coming once again. Squares it against Marquise, who just knocks it out of play. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Pitmen. It's not for sale. It is Phil Martin and Koplowaza. You guys are absolutely spot on. Congratulations. So let me finish all the clues just for everybody else. Finnish striker, became free agent at the end of the 2017-18 season after leaving Brøndby. Came to England. He, of course, went to Norwich City. He scored 29 goals in 43 championship games in his first season. It was, of course, Teemu Pukki. Great shout, that. Great shout. I've got more coming up for you as well, don't worry, throughout the course of this game. Here is Luke Thomas. Just said he's getting stronger and stronger. See more and more of the ball for the PFA as this game progresses. Calm at the back. That was Charles Dunn, the number 5. He's due to play the second half as well. 33-year-old defender, Charles Dunn. Was capped by the Republic of Ireland under 21s at the beginning of his career, most recently at Coleraine. He's played for the likes of Motherwell, St Mirren, Oldham and Wycombe Wanderers throughout his career. Here's Watson with the throw for the PFA. Really settled down. 2 goals coming in the opening 6 minutes for the PFA. As a gentleman just makes his way right past our camera position. Thanks for that. Luke says, thought it was too early for Pukki. Feels longer he came to England. No, he came, he joined at the start of the 2018-19 season. Dylan Wright says, I think Sammy Morsey has been class so far. Yes, let me know, everybody, who has impressed you the most, for both sides as well. Hednesford have yet to really test Bain Amos between the sticks. The only real opportunity actually coming from a slight mistaken pass back, which kind of went under the feet of Bain Amos, but it trickled wide. Goals in the opening 6 minutes from John Marquis and Kane Hemmings. Here's Thomas. Strong challenge there by Sonny Sharples for Hednesford. 21-year-old midfielder Sonny Sharples, just joined from Bolton, has actually represented Egypt at under 23. He's been called up to the Egypt under 23 squad anyway. Williams out to Fernando Forestieri. Any Sheffield Wednesday fans watching? Let us know. Sun is starting to disappear in this part of the country. Let me know if you've been to Keys Park as well. What did you make of it? Here is Thomas again. PFA really finding the space and moving the ball well. Forestieri to Williams. Williams might have another opportunity. Play over on this left side. Here's Morsey now. Former Ipswich man, of course. Played in the Premier League for the Tractor Boys. That was Ethan Bristow. Game really settling down now into a bit of a rhythm, but certainly the PFA still on top in this one, looking slightly more likely to score. Attempted cross is comfortably blocked. Here is Bristow again with the ball in. It's headed away. Angus MacDonald there. Despite his name, Angus MacDonald, he's actually English. He's not Scottish. He's a 33-year-old defender, been capped twice by England C. Here's Johnny Williams over on the right. To Watson, just feeding it through to Williams, who does get across as such in, but it takes a deflection, and it is going to be a corner for the PFA. Coppolas' tunnel area at Key Park Stadium looks amazing. We'd love that at Northampton. Seven 2 says the number 10 and 19, asking who's impressed you the most. That's Kane Hemmings and John Marquis, the goal scorers as well. Johnny Williams showing a bit of class to leave it for Thomas. Strong defensive play. Hednesford do manage to clear it away. It didn't manage to keep it in, unfortunately. It goes out, I believe. Yes, it has. It is going to be a throw for the PFA. Coach Rod says, World Cup is done, no more football. Hold on. Thanks, PFA. Absolutely, Coach Rod. We've got another game coming up for you this Friday as well, if you fancy it, live on the PFA YouTube channel to watch for free, of course. Tranmere Rovers against the PFA 11. That'll be well worth tuning in for too. 11 o'clock, I believe that's an 11 o'clock kickoff. I'll be on commentary for that one. It'll be great to have you along. Set your alarm, set your watches. Hit that subscribe button here at the PFA YouTube channel. And you can click that little bell. I think it's a notification, so when we go live for the game, it means you just won't miss any of it. And it looks like we're having a drinks break here, a hydration break, whatever you want to call it. I didn't realise that was becoming like a regular thing now. I thought it was just a World Cup thing. I think we should start another quiz question, shall we? Whilst we've got this little pause in play, because I've got quite a few more. Right. As I said, this quiz is all about free agents, guess the players. The first one was Timu Pukki. So spell out their career when they were a free agent and got picked up. It's your chance to have a guess. So this one, he is a Scottish midfielder. And apologies to anybody under the age of 30 here. So he became a free agent at the end of the 1999-2000 season after leaving Coventry City. So there's a clue. That's your first big clue. Scottish midfielder became a free agent at the end of the 1999-2000 season after leaving Coventry. I think it was Coventry he left. Yes, it was. So he became a free agent. There's Ethan Bristow over on that left side to Forestieri. Any guesses? Haha, wow. You guys are good. JP708 has got it straight away. Brilliant. Congratulations. Here is McDonald. Thomas. Seen so much of the ball on that right side. Morsey is just controlling everything. This little flick through to Johnny Williams. He'll do well to squeeze that ball through. It was the experienced Dale Gorman, though, holding the ball off, the captain for Hednesford tonight. So, right, for those of you who haven't seen the comment, but well done, JP708. It was, of course, Scottish midfielder, free agent at the end of the 1999-2000 season after leaving Coventry. He was 35 at the time. He joined Liverpool. Yes, Isaac Cooper, absolutely spot on. Gary McAllister, of course, former Leeds United player as well. He won the treble with Liverpool in his first season. Scored a penalty against Barcelona in a UEFA Cup semi-final. Bit of a challenge over there on the far side. Referees are just going to go over and have a word. Let's have another look at that. It's a trialist A, which is Okira Simmons, with the challenge. He's a 26-year-old centre forward, is Okira Simmons. Had spells at Chester, Flint Town, Liverpool and Blackburn. It's where he spent his youth. Yes, Shane Pearce, Gary McAllister. So much action, having a chance to go through the rest of the clues. There is Thomas back into the box. It just needed a touch. It was just taken away. And Hednesford trying to break. It's the number 19 there of Lenny Serino, who's bowled over. I think it's Kane Hemmings there. It is a free kick for Hednesford. Right, Scottish midfielder, free agent at the end of the 1999-2000 season, left Coventry, was 35 at the time, joined Liverpool, won the treble with Liverpool, scored a pen against Barcelona in the UEFA Cup semi-final, scored a 44-yard free kick against Everton, also played for Leeds, Leicester and Motherwell. Gary McAllister, yes, well done. Thank you very much. I need to make some harder ones here. You guys are just too good in that live chat. Here is Luke Thomas. He's really impressed, Luke Thomas. But now here's an opportunity for Hednesford to break. It's Sonny Sharples trying to feed it over the top. Might have another opportunity. Ball in the centre circle. Space on this left-hand side. Here is Sereno, and it's just going to run through. And it comes to nothing, the potential counter-attack for Hednesford. And it is a goal kick for the PFA. Ben Amos heads over to take the ball. We are just moving into the 32nd minute of this game now. Have you enjoyed it, everybody, so far? Who's caught your eye? Again, let me know where you're watching from. It's great to have you along. Really do appreciate it. Remember, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button just to make sure you don't miss any of the games. We've got so much coming up for you. As I say, we've got a game against Tranmere Rovers this Friday. Next week, I think West Bromwich Albion on the Tuesday. Got another game on the Friday, might be QPR. There's quite a lot coming up. Head over to the PFA website if you do want to see the full fixture list. Right, Meg Smith said, where is number 20 for PFA been? That's Johnny Williams, of course. He's just left Gillingham. Michael Brightly says, will it be a full squad change at half-time? It will be for the PFA, except, according to my notes, number 5, Charles Dunn. He's scheduled to play the second half. Other than that, it is going to be a full change. I'll give you more information on that. Here's a quick look now at the lineups for you. That's the Hednesford lineup just running across the bottom of your screen now. And the second half will certainly be different for the PFA. I can tell you Boyce Clark will go in goal, then Jake Caprice, Harrison Holgate, Charles Dunn will stay on the pitch, Shane Ferguson, Billy Bowden, James Scott, Max Anderson, Jamie Patterson, Elias Kachunga and Louis Malt are going to come onto the pitch for the PFA in the second half. Coach Rod is watching in Toronto. Great, lovely coach. What time is it in Toronto now? PFA looking to come again. It was a bit of a miss kick there, I think. Here's a look at the PFA squad as it's on the pitch right now. Falcon says, will there be managers there scouting players? There are a number of scouts there. I don't know about managers, but there's definitely scouts are invited to come along. I did the French Players Union game up at Leicester City's training ground a week and a half ago, and the stand there, it was scouts only. There was no spectators other than scouts. Kenneth says, Hednesford fan here watching from Turkey. Oh, great to have you along, Kenneth. I think it's been hotter in the UK than Turkey though. Plays on the bench for Hednesford, Sam Hornby, Jamie Cook, Lennon Brown, Amari Sterling-James, Akeem Rose, Dylan Motley-Henry, Liam Kinsella, Aaron Harper-Bailey and Josh Mabley. I'm sure we'll see those in the second half. You have to bear with us, it's probably quite a lot to run through. Luke says Louis Malt played in Scotland. If I remember, he did. He played at Dundee United, Motherwell. He's going to be coming on in the second half. Matthew Frost says, when is the next match, please, for the PFA? It's Friday. It's this Friday. 11 o'clock kickoff against Tranmere Rovers. There's Xander Park, goalkeeper, actually international for St Kitts and Nevis, 22-year-old, joined from Leek Town in 2025, had his youth at Stoke City, came through the ranks. 35th minute, 10 to go to the break here. And what a glorious evening it is to be here at Keys Park. Headed out of play, throw for the pitmen. Matthew, it will be live, yes. Yes, it will be live. Best thing to do is make sure you hit that subscribe button here on the YouTube channel. We're also live on the PFA X account if you want to go back and see some of the highlights. The goals I know have been clipped right now on the PFA X account or Twitter in Old Money if you want to go and check them out. I'm sure we'll be showing some highlights at half time as well, so don't disappear. Luke says football manager knowledge. when I was younger, my knowledge of Great Britain's geography was down to where football grounds were. That's a lovely ball through. Park gets down quickly to make the save. It was John Marquise again latching onto it quickly. Couldn't quite get there. Xander Park just doing enough. It's a bit of a heavy touch, wasn't it, from Marquise, but he's a man on form. 3 goals in 2 games for the PFA. Scored a brace in the 3-1 win against Barnet last week. And he's been on the score sheet in the opening few minutes here. In fact, took the lead courtesy of Marquise. After about 3 minutes here, we've got a Hednesford player down on the ground at the minute. Forestieri is going over just to make sure he's okay. And we are going to have a brief pause in play whilst we wait for him to head out. So another opportunity for all of you to let me know who you're looking forward to seeing, who is impressing you the most in this game. Ethan Bristow started to grow into it a little bit more, wearing the number 3 for the PFA. 24-year-old left back, or likes to play left wing back. Started his career at Reading, played in the Championship as well. Also a St Kitts and Nevis international, got 5 caps, had a spell at Tranmere Rovers as well. So this is nothing to be concerned about. It's pre-season here. I'm loving the advertising hoardings around Keys Park. Absolutely brilliant. Well, Hednesford fans, you must be excited. As I say, your new season gets underway on the 8th of August away at Merthyr. And it's back-to-back home games against Scarborough and Southport. I'm sure you'll be filling up Keys Park for that. What a season it was last season, finishing 2nd in the Northern Premier. Just 2 points behind Hebburn Town. But because of that, it was the playoffs. You beat Warrington Rylands 5-4 in a penalty shootout in the playoff final, 1-1 after 90 minutes. Brilliant stuff. It's a tentative trot back into the 38th minute here. I wonder if this is going to force a change here. I think it might. It is going to be a change, yes. It looks like, I think it's Ben Lomax, isn't it? The player who got injured. I think it's going to be Aaron Harper-Bailey is the player going to be coming on. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like Ben Lomax can continue. And that's a real blow. But it looks like it's going to be Aaron Harper-Bailey coming on to replace 24-year-old defender Aaron Harper-Bailey. Had his youth at West Bromwich Albion, just joined the club from Oxford City. Has had a loan spell at Kidderminster Harriers. Just get official confirmation of that before I get a little bit too carried away here. But unfortunately, yes, Ben Lomax has had to come off. And I can confirm it is Aaron Harper-Bailey, the player coming on for Hednesford. Michael Brightly says, just subscribed, be keeping an eye out for potential IB signings. What a season it's going to be for Lincoln City. What a campaign it was last year. Can you stay up? Can you maybe cause a bit of a shock in the Championship? Let me know your thoughts, Michael. Love to hear from you. The challenge here, that's Angus MacDonald. Just going over to make sure he's okay. Let's have another look at the, oh, I didn't see it. Must have been, looks like he's holding the back of his head. He's back on his feet. As we are. Let's have another look at that. And that is literally his first, that's Aaron Harper-Bailey's literally just walked onto the pitch, and his first contribution to the game is to get an arm in the back of his head from Angus MacDonald. Fantastic crowd inside Keys Park Stadium. The appetite for live football is certainly there, isn't it? I mean, we've had the World Cup and it was only finished a few days ago, but isn't it nice Pre-season is back so early. Almost never ends, does it, football? Nice touch by Watson. Tenai Watson, a 29-year-old, over 150 League One appearances for MK Dons, most recently at Barnsley. Some of these players as well for the PFA, it's worth noting, they are of course out of contract, looking for clubs. Some of them do actually have contract offers on the table right now. So might just be weighing up some options and just staying fit and getting game time. It was started in the beginning of the 2022-23 season, the PFA pre-season. Opportunity for players to train in a designated training area down at Shankly Springs up in Leicestershire. Very nice place. Play competitive matches and get the mental well-being support if needed. It's really proving popular. Wonderful thing that the PFA put on for players. Johnny Williams trying to feed it through. Some great opportunities as well, as I said, and a number of success stories as well. Here it comes, it's over the top, it's headed back down and it's whipped over the bar by Thomas. Well, it was Watson who played it down nicely with his head for Thomas. I thought he was going to go for it himself. It was a bit of a tight angle. Lovely delivery. Watson completely unmarked back there. And Luke Thomas can't quite keep it down and blazes it high and over, much to the delight of Xander Park between the sticks for Hednesford. 3 minutes to go to the break here. It's the Pitmen 0, PFA 2. Both goals coming in the opening 6 minutes, courtesy of John Marquis with his 3rd goal in this pre-season campaign. And Kane Hemmings loop over the keeper. Is there a chance for Hednesford just to maybe try and pull one back? That was Dan Turner trying to charge through, wearing the number 22. 28-year-old forward, joined Hednesford in 2025 from Chester. Also played for Port Vale and Brackley. It's actually his 2nd spell with the club. Michael Brightly talking about Lincoln says need depth for next season. Glad to get Elder and potential Romanian centre-back. But someone like Marquis could help, like Adam Reach did last year. I tell you what, I think he's catching the eye, isn't he, John Marquis? Wearing the number 19, scored a brace against Barnet last week. He's on the score sheet here again today, and he's proven a handful as well. A number of players have caught the eye. Luke Thomas, for me, wearing the number 7. Johnny Williams is always causes problems. Sereno, he's looked very good though for Hednesford. Watson does well to hold on to the ball. Morsey now. Surely somebody will snap up Sam Morsey with his experience. Here's Williams. He's been to the World Cup with Wales. Euros. Watson now. Out to Thomas. Got an opportunity to run at Sereno here. He's getting a little bit swamped. He does so well to feed the ball out, draw a couple of Hednesford players in. This is Forestieri battling for the ball. Comes away with it. Here's Morsey. Referee signals a bit of a shirt tug there. Fernando Forestieri and Sam Morsey. It's like commentating on a Premier League game, isn't it? It was Jay Curran-Nichols. Oh, it's a lovely little back heel. Here's Kane Hemmings. What a challenge that is to take the ball away. I think it's Sereno who goes down under the challenge. Does well to draw in the foul. But look at this from Fernando Forestieri. Knows exactly where the man is. Kane Hemmings charging onto it. A wonderful challenge that is, though. I think it's Dale Gorman. I imagine we'll have a few minutes here. The injury, of course, for Ben Lomax. We've had a couple of goals as well. Did have the substitute. Oh, no, I'm straight into it. Oh, there we go. That is half-time. I thought we'd have at least 2 or 3 minutes. And it's nice to see, isn't it, the PFA players who know that they're not going to come out for this second half go over to thank the officials. Well, there we go. That is it for the first half. What a bright start it was. 2 goals in the opening 6 minutes, courtesy of John Marquis and Kane Hemmings. It's going to be all changed, though, in the second half. I really hope you enjoyed that, everybody. Don't go far. Please do come back for the second half. I've got a couple more of our free agent quizzes to do with you as well, so do not disappear. Keep the comments coming in. Live chat stays open. I can see all the comments. I'm going to run through, just make sure I didn't miss any. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to go for a quick cup of tea here at Keys Park. We'll leave you with some of the highlights. I'll see you very soon. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you've had a nice half time. We've got some nice cup of tea, almost ready to go for the second half here at Keys Park. Great to see so many of you commenting in the live chat as well. Luke says, I'm still not saying Hednesford right. Am I still not saying it right? Hednesford. Let me know, Luke. Let me know. I was doing what Keith was telling me. But right, second half then, as you can see, players making them out. So it is all change for the PFA. So let me run through the PFA 11 for you. So we will now in goal have Boyce Clark. Number 16 will be Jake Caprice. 17, Harrison Holgate. 5, Charles Dunn. He played the first half. It looks like he's going to be playing the second as well. Number 22 is Shane Ferguson. 23 is Billy Bowden. 18 is James Scott. 24 is Max Anderson. 33, Jamie Patterson. 34 is Elias Kachunga. 35 is Louis Malt. So we are about to get underway. It looks like it's going to be Patterson is out to have the very first touch of the ball. I hope you're ready for the second half. We're really trying to get to 29,200 subscribers here on the PFA. Remember, we've got a game coming up this Friday as well against Tranmere. And we are about to get the second 45 underway. Rob says, excellent video feed and commentary. Thank you, Rob. Just wait for the final changes. It looks like somebody's doing their boot lace up as well. Cracking atmosphere inside Keys Park. Also, yes, football is well and truly back. This is the third PFA pre-season friendly, and it's going so well. Luke says I'm pronouncing Hednesford a lot better. Thank you very much, Luke. I appreciate that. There we go. We're just waiting now. One of the players is just trying to see who it was. I think it might have been Shane Ferguson just making his way onto the pitch. Of course, he's now on in this second half. Liam Kinsella has come on as well for the Pitmen. Maybe I'll just say that. That's a little bit easier, isn't it? And change as well, because there's Boyce Clark in goal now for the PFA. Boyce Clark, 23-year-old goalkeeper, actually has been capped by Jamaica. Started his career at Reading, most recently at Aldershot. Made 25 appearances between the sticks for the Shots last season. He's now in goal for the second half for the PFA. Changes all around. I've just been asked, do I know if Morsey will be playing on Friday as well? I don't know yet. I don't know, but do head over. If you want all the information, best place to go is if you're on Twitter or X as it's now known. The PFA do release the squads quite quickly on that, so you will know as soon as I do as well. So do head over to the PFA on X if you want the best and quickest information. Dan Brotherhood says, how many players have been signed this year? Do you mean for the PFA or have been signed up as part of the pre-season? So far, Shamel George has joined Bromley. A lot of the players you're seeing as well, Dan, by the way, they do have contract offers on the table. They might just be waiting to see if a couple of other options come in or whether it's the right option for them. So they're still playing and still part of the PFA pre-season. It's only when you actually officially sign with the club then do you disappear and make your way off. Here's an opportunity for the Pitmen now. Over on the left side, he takes a slight deflection. It's hooked away. And Hednesford starting this second half a little bit brighter than they did the first. So changes galore. You can see Dan Turner, though, is still on the pitch. It looks like Lenny Serino is still on the pitch as well. There he is, goes down under the challenge. It was hooked away there by Harrison Holgate. Only one player from the first half of the PFA is still on the pitch. That is the number 5, Charles Dunn. Just saw Billy Bowden there in the wall with Max Anderson. Max Anderson scored against Barnet in the 3-1 win last week. So lovely ball floated in, and it's straight into the arms of Boyce Clark. Well, it's the first big opportunity of the game really for the Pitmen, and they have started this second half brightly. This is not over yet. So, strong header. It was Dylan Motley Henry with it. He's come on in this second half. 28-year-old winger Dylan Motley Henry just joined from Chester. Played for the likes of Bradford and Barnsley and South Shields. Had loan spells at Buxton, Tranmere, Chesterfield and Harrogate Town. Rising highest of all. Here he is again, Motley Henry. Ball lumped forward. It's going to just stay in play. And there is Charles Dunn. He's played the entire game. I Heart Life says Patterson playing deep midfield, playing more of an inside forward during his time at Bristol City. We've got more quizzes coming up for you this second half as well, our free agent quiz. Ball's not on, it's a good ball on as well. Dylan Motley Henry already is really looked bright and lively since coming on for the home side. ITFC for Life 93 says, are the PFA shirts available for general sale? That's actually a really good question. I don't think they are, if I'm honest, but for more information, go to the PFA.com. I think it is probably the best place if you want to find out more. It'd be quite good if they were, actually. They are nice, aren't they? We'll find out for you. We'll see if we can find out for you. I don't think you can post links in the chat, unfortunately, on YouTube. They get very cross with you if you do that. But we'll find out. We'll ask the question right now to the PFA and find out for you. We'll get back to you on that one. Well, what's the score going to be, everybody? Let me know your predictions. I want to hear from you. Live chat open. I can see all your comments. Thank you to all of you for getting in contact. Really do appreciate it this evening here at Keys Park. Massive thank you to all of the fans inside the stadium as well for making it a brilliant atmosphere. Football is well and truly back. Pre-season. For Hednesford, a lot coming up. Connors Quay Nomads on Saturday. And another pre-season against Boston United. Before you get in to the nuts and bolts of the season, the National League North this campaign. Merthyr away on the 8th of August, then it's Scarborough and Southport back-to-back home games in the National League North. Very, very good division as well. I know both the National League North and National League South very well, and of course the National League, playing at Step 2 football this season for Hednesford Town. 51st minute of the game, still Hednesford nil at PFA 2. Both goals coming in the opening 6 minutes. There's Ferguson pushing it through to Scott. All change for the PFA except for Charles Dunn in this second half. It's Caprice with a lovely delivery. It needed to be dealt with, and it was. Now it's hooked away. So Daniel Horton says, are the PFA an actual team? I'm confused. It's a very good question, Daniel, if you are just joining us. It said PFA put on a training camp pre-season for out-of-contract players. So these are a group of free agent players currently searching for a club. So you'll recognise a number of the names, like the likes of Sam Morsey, Fernando Forestieri, of course, in the first half. Now we've got the likes of Elias Kachunga on the pitch, Harrison Holgate, Max Anderson, Shane Ferguson, Lewis Malt. But here come the home side, dealt with well by Dunn. Back it goes to Boyce Clark. He was forced into early heroics, really. And the close-range header from Dylan Motley Henry. The Pitmen certainly looking stronger in this second half. I Heart Life says I can see both teams scoring this half. 3-1 final score is the prediction. Daniel says, thanks for clearing that up. Makes sense. Brilliant idea. Yes, it certainly is. It's been running since the start of the 2022-23 season by the PFA. There's been a lot of success stories. Fabio Barini was part of it last season. And his move to Salford City, the likes of John Swift, Cole Jenkinson, Dwight Gale, they've all been part of PFA pre-season. Already Shamel George has joined Bromley as part of this camp. Michael Brightly says, who is 35? Number 35 is Louis Malt. 34-year-old striker. He was actually Stoke City's Academy Player of the Year in 2010, was Malt. Played for the likes of Crewe, Wrexham, Dundee United, Motherwell, Preston. Here come the pitmen now. The history at Hednesford. TFC for life, so Sam Morsey is the real Egyptian king. Mo Salah might have something to say about that. The ball's whipped into the box. It's again a dangerous delivery. Pitmen have come out with renewed vigour. Manager Kelvin Davis, of course, and certainly whatever he said at half-time to his side, it's worked wonders. Former Southampton goalkeeper, of course, he was the Saints Player of the Season for the 2008-2009 campaign, was Kelvin Davis. Over 50 appearances in the Premier League. And somehow it's gone into the back of the net. We caught a little bit off guard there, but there is one back for the home side. Just about to let you know it, and again, it's what wonderful play that is. And that is Akuri Simmons, the trialist A officially, but it's Akuri Simmons on the score sheet. Well, doing his potential opportunity to get signed up, no harm here whatsoever. He's 26-year-old centre forward, former Chester and Flint Town man, on the score sheet. Yeah, Luke says thought he missed get in. Yeah, I think we all thought that as well, actually. But it is Hednesford 1, PFA 2 here, and it's game on inside Keys Park. Simmons on the score sheet. Well, I can tell you as well, we did have a question about the PFA shirts, whether you can buy them. And that's sort of what caught us off guard a little bit. You can't, unfortunately, they're not for sale. Here come the PFA now. Ball into the box. An opportunity. It's fed through. Oh, it's hit the post and come back out again. Oh, another millimetre to the left, and that would have gone into the back of the net. It was Malt with it as well. Good work in the box. Lovely little bit of work here by James Scott, the number 18. Fed back so well. Great vision. There was Malt. And I think we all thought it was going to nestle in, just take a little tap off the post and go in, but it didn't. It stayed out. Well. End to end all of a sudden here. It's going to be another change. It looks like Jamie Cook is coming on for Hednesford. There's going to be a couple of changes, it looks like. In fact, there's going to be quite a few. I think Akeem Rose is also coming on. So Jamie Cook is definitely on now for the home side. I can see Akeem Rose there as well. Just wait to see the third player. It's the number 10. That's Omari Sterling James coming on. So Jamie Cook scored against Solihull Moors in the pre-season friendly the other day for the Pitmen. Midfielder, former Fleetwood Halifax Town, 24-year-old. Akeem Rose, 27-year-old winger, can play as a striker as well. Joined Hednesford from Hereford in 2025. Played for Ayr United, Grimsby and Weymouth. And Omari Sterling Jones onto the pitch. Joined the club on New Year's Day from Hereford. Played for Cheltenham, Solihull Moors, Mansfield and Redditch. 3 changes by Kelvin Davis for the Pitmen. On the pitch as well. He came on at half time, so Kelvin Davis ringing the changes now, and looked better in this second half than it did the first. They've already started to create a few opportunities. So Jamie Cook trying to get straight into the action, but here come the PFA looking to break quickly here. Oh, it's very well cut out. Strong challenge there. That was Sonny Sharples, yeah, it was, the number 24. Dylan Right, says, is there a manager for the PFA team? And if so, who is the manager? It's a collection of coaches, Dylan, not actually just one person. It's a collection of coaches down there. As I said, the lineups and even the second half lineups are announced before the game is even kicked off. So unless there are injuries, then it doesn't take a great deal of management. Here's Kachunga now. Scott dispossessed. Elias Kachunga, of course, 34-year-old, capped by the Democratic Republic of Congo. Here's Jamie Cook, just come onto the pitch. Dan Bone, great question. More on that in a minute. A shot comes in, it's tipped over the bar by Boyce Clark. Dan Bone says, alongside the players, are the commentators out of contract and commentate on this to look for jobs? Wink, wink. I love that, Dan. I guess we're always looking for jobs, aren't we, I suppose? Good save by Boyce Clark. It should be everybody, shouldn't it? It should be players, commentators, coaches, analysts. It should just be literally everybody involved should be out of contract. Here's a corner for the Pitmen. It's Amari Sterling James who's going to take it. He's got the captain's armband. It's just come onto the pitch. The hour is almost up. In it comes. It's flat out a little bit. It's just been cleared, and it is going to be another corner though. I think it came off Boyce Clark last. Good delivery, isn't it, by Sterling James? It's a sterling effort. I think Boyce Clark did hit it. I think it might actually come off the Keen Rise, but it's difficult for the officials to see. Another ball in, doesn't clear the first man. I think it might have been Kachunga who got that one away. Joe Sanderson says, are there any ex-Middlesbrough in the PFA? Goodness me, I think there are. I'd have to go through my notes for that one. Pretty certain when I was going through there was. Sam Morsey, he played for Middlesbrough, didn't he? So here's another free kick, and it's all Hednesford at the minute in this second half. The hour mark is up. They trailed by 2 goals until earlier in this one before pulling one back courtesy of Akira Simmons. He made it himself as well. Shot is blazed out of play. And all the goals are cut up on the PFA X channel as well if you do want to go back and watch them. We'll have a full highlights package on YouTube tomorrow as well of this game if you do want to go check it out. Remember, PFA right here where you're watching, 388 of you watching. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get up to 29,200 this evening, but there's more reason for doing it than just that. It's because we've got another game coming up for you this Friday, 11 o'clock kickoff against Tranmere Rovers. Well worth tuning in. Next Tuesday, up against West Bromwich Albion under 21s, I think, so well worth tuning in. I'll be there for that one as well. Cara Jackson says Ethan Bristow. Let me see. Ethan Bristow, Reading, Tranmere, St Kitts and Nevis. I'll take your word for that one. To move into the 63rd minute. I've still got a couple more quizzes to go for you all as well. Let's just see how we get on here. As soon as the ball next goes out of play, let's bring you the next free agent player quiz. It's Guess the Player. But at the minute, it's Motley Henry trying to feed it through. He gets the shot away. It's offside. It goes into the back of the net. It won't count. But goodness me, again, Hednesford are really growing into this second half. They want to draw level. It has been back-to-back wins so far for the PFA. This is match number 3. A 2-1 win against the French Players Union. A 3-1 win against Barnet. A 2-1 up here. Haven't kept a clean sheet yet, though. They'll want to keep that winning run going. Hednesford lost to Solihull Moors in a pre-season friendly the other day. A couple more coming up. Connors Quay Nomads up next for pre-season for the Pitmen. Where will the West Brom match be? I believe it's from the training ground. I'll have to double check that for you, Rob. There's another corner here. It's going to be Sterling James again to take it. We've seen some very dangerous deliveries from Sterling James. This time it's headed away. Still possession with the Pitmen, looped back into the box. PFA struggling to get a grip on this at the minute. Yes, the West Brom game will be at the West Brom's training ground. That's on Tuesday. You can watch it live though here on the PFA YouTube channel. Don't forget, I think I'll be on that one too. It'd be great to have you along. Thank you to all of you for commenting. So nice to see you. Nearly 400 of you watching. We really do appreciate it. A lot of games coming up for you. We do have the likes of West Brom, Tranmere, Coventry City, Port Vale still to go, Queen's Park Rangers. You hit that subscribe button, you won't miss any of them. James Scott has been a lively player for the PFA in this second half as well. The 25-year-old forward just left St Mirren. Had loan spells at Ross County last season. Also played for Motherwell and Hull City. Shot comes in, it's low. And it's Akeem Rose charging through there. He's all by himself going for it. He did so well just to cut it onto his left foot and get the strike away. Not quite enough power on it to really trouble Boyce Clark. SJ says, how are you lot playing Tranmere when we have no keeper? Is it a five-a-side game? It should be quite a comfortable game for the PFA then, shouldn't it? Here come the PFA over on this right side. Number 16 of Jake Caprice there, 33-year-old. Won the National League playoffs with Oldham in 2025. Had over 100 league appearances for Exeter City. Into the 66th minute here. Whilst we wait for the throw, let's do another free agent guess the player quiz, shall we? We've had Timo Pukki so far and Gary McAllister. If you joined us in the first half, this is more on that because the ball's coming into the box. It's going to run somehow to Scott all the way through inside the box. It's been held up though. Looking for an option. He's got nowhere to go really, Scott. It's strong defending there by Hednesford in the end just to snuff out the danger. Jake Caprice was class at Tranmere, one of the comments coming in. So this free agent guess the player quiz. These were players who were free agents at the time and went on to come and play in the Premier League or in England and made a big impact. This one, very famous one, you'll probably get this quick. You're all very clever. Your football knowledge is second to none. This was a German midfielder. Became a free agent at the end of the 2005-2006 season after leaving Bayern Munich. There you go. I'm sure a lot of you will suddenly light that live chat up. Let me know, who is it? German midfielder, free agent at the end of the 2005-2006 season after leaving Bayern Munich. He went on to win 1 Premier League, 3 FA Cups and 1 League Cup. Who was it? As soon as I say the club that he went to, you'll know immediately. The ball comes in, it's acrobatic. He probably had time to control it and take it down as well. Completely unmarked in the box. A worrying moment for the PFA, but they get away with it. Charlie says absolutely cracking atmosphere. Fair play to Hednesford, yeah. A good attendance tonight, a great atmosphere. Tuesday night in the warm conditions here in Staffordshire. We can't ask for anything more, can we really? A good challenge for both sides. Hednesford as they prepare for the National League North campaign. You're all right, absolutely. Michael Ballack is absolutely correct, yeah. Of course, went to Chelsea after becoming a free agent at the end of the 05-06 season after leaving Bayern Munich. Chanting in a friendly, the game's never been so back. Oh, it's so good, isn't it, to have football back, everyone. We approach the 70th minute here. Hednesford have really worked their way back into this one. They were 2-0 down after about 6 minutes. But they've certainly looked the more lively, and they've got a free kick here over on the left side. It's Dan Turner winning the free kick there. Yes, Shane, Michael Ballack, absolutely correct. Isaac Cooper, Super Michael Ballack. That was the correct answer. I have one more for you. Let's just get a little bit deeper into the game before I bring it. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. It's just a little bit of fun, wasn't it? World Cup was fun. Nothing beats lower league in England, though. Absolutely not. Bit of a scramble, and that's Boyce Clark there, almost getting in a bit of a tangle, managing to keep the ball in the box. Here now is James Scott. He's seen so much of the ball in this second half for the PFA, trying to switch it over to the right side. Here's Shane Ferguson. Two number 22s going toe-to-toe. Shane Ferguson, the 35-year-old, made 23 Premier League appearances for Newcastle United, also played for Millwall, Rotherham, and most recently Derry City. Drilled in low, and it's a strong save. Oh, it just needed a little touch, wasn't it? There was Kachunga just waiting, just lurking. PFA suddenly got an extra element of vigour and intensity to their play. They've been on the back foot for most of the second half. This is their best spell of play in the second set of 45 here. Charlie says, love how you're really keeping us on our toes with these trivia. I'll be honest with you, you guys are getting the answers so quickly. We'll have more quizzes coming up on Friday if you're going to tune in against Tranmere Rovers. Great to have you along for that one. I believe it kicks off at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. kickoff. So do come back to the PFA YouTube channel for that one. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We're still not at 29,200. So we're into the final 20 minutes here at Keys Park. Is there a twist here? A similar sort of pattern to the first half, really. There is Harper Bailey just seeing the ball out of play. Strong play from him up against Malt. To draw themselves level. Space over on this right side. Brought down by Motley Henry. Charging into the box. Can he get a shot away? Was he tapped? And here we go. This is the opportunity. It was Shane Ferguson who just barged him over from behind. Motley Henry, he's been threatening this ever since coming on. In he goes. I don't really think there's too many complaints. It's Shane Ferguson who just sort of bundles into the back of him. It's Akeem Rose who puts the ball down on the spot. And it's Rose. Can he level up for the Pitmen? Up against Boyce Clark between the sticks for the PFA to make it level here. Rose. Oh, and he scores straight down the middle. Boyce Clark dives off to his right, and it's 2-2 here with just over 15 minutes to go. The PFA have a 100% winning record so far in their pre-season. It could end tonight. Wallace says we only know about the Tranmere friendly from the PFA. The club hasn't mentioned it yet. Wallace, great to have you along anyway. Make sure you subscribe here. And you can watch the game live and free this Friday, 11 o'clock kickoff. It's 11 AM kickoff. So sorry if you're at work, but let us know where you're watching, everybody, as well. I did ask a question in the first half, but if you want to shout out, we'll give you a little shout out if it's your birthday or it's you're celebrating an anniversary or just something special. Let me know in that live chat. It's great to have you along. I'd like to give you shout outs and keep you all up to speed with what's going on across the PFA. Now the shot comes in, it's looping over, it has to be touched away. It's put back into the box, but there's nobody there for the PFA to blast it into an empty net. Oh, end to end here. This game has suddenly come alive over the last 5 minutes. Akeem Rose levelling things up from the penalty spot, and the PFA have a golden opportunity to retake the lead. Can't quite make it count. Hednesford into the box. Taken away by Jake Caprice. Goes down, uses his experience. Anthony Vass says he's watching from Australia. Whereabouts in Australia are you? Where's the Tranmere game taking place? That's a good question, actually. I will need to figure out where I'm going. 15 minutes to go here, we'll find out. Rob Falcon says, will there be a similar lineup on Friday? There's quite a number of players. So I did the game against the French Players Union, and I can tell you there's only 4 or 5 players who played in that game here tonight. So there's a high chance it's going to be quite different. It's going to be at Tranmere's training ground on Friday, 11 AM kickoff at Tranmere's training ground. And here come the pitmen now. 2-0 down after 6 minutes, and they're so close. Courtesy of Jamie Cook there of taking the lead. Remains 2-2 though. And of course, there's massive difference in quality between both halves for the PFA. They're all under pressure at the minute, PFA, in this second half. Hednesford have come out swinging in the second set of 45. Whatever Kelvin Davis said to his side, it has worked wonders. From 2 down to level at 2-2, and I think they might fancy their chances of getting a third here. Again, here come the pitmen. Now the shot comes in. Oh, it takes a deflection. It's not over yet. Here's Motley Henry. Whips one across the face of goal. It's going to run all the way out for a throw for the PFA. But they're getting closer and closer and closer. They fancy this. They want a third. They want to get the win. Brightly says, who coaches these games? There's a number of coaches with the PFA. It's not like a manager as such. PFA, Professional Footballers Association. Originally founded in 1907, the PFA is the world's oldest professional sports trade union. Ball comes in again. Boyce Clark comfortably takes that one out of the sky. Nahita Malonga is the current CEO of the PFA, former Atletico Madrid, Brighton, Lincoln, Oldham and Wrexham player. So this is part of the pre-season, which was originally launched in the 2022-23 season. Gives out of contract players a residential training base up at Champney Springs with daily training, strength and conditioning, games and mental well-being support. Something new as well for this season, for the 2026 season, is there's a training camp for out-of-contract WSL and WSL2 players as well. That started about a week and a half ago, and it's proven to be a real success. So superb work that the PFA do, Professional Footballers Association. We are moving steadily into the final 10 minutes here. Here is Charles Dunn. He's played the whole game so far, has Charles Dunn. Is there going to be a winner? At the minute, it looks like it's more likely to come from the home side. Here's Rose feeding it through. The shot comes in. It just goes wide. Again, bright play from the pitmen, just completely opening up that defence. Shot came in from Sonny Sharples there. Here is Boyce Clark. In the second half is Konya Boyce Clark, 23-year-old goalkeeper, Jamaica international as well, looking for a club. There's Scott for the PFA, dispossessed. Been picked up by that man Dylan Motley-Henry, who for me has been my player of the second half. Is Sterling James. Whips it in low, just behind the player, can't quite get a hold of it. Danger's not quite cleared yet. We'll have another opportunity. Dan Turner on the ball now. Liam Kinsella. Good delivery into the box. It's just down and it's scattered away quickly by the PFA, although the referee had blown up. Who's the best player to ever play in these PFA matches? Well, I've mentioned a few names before. You tell me who you think, but the likes of Fabio Barini has played in the PFA matches. John Swift, Cole Jenkinson, Dwight Gale. We've got the likes of Fernando Forestieri this time out. He played in the first half. Johnny Williams, of course, the Wales international. He's played in all three of the games so far. The 2-1 victory against the French Players Union, the 3-1 victory over Barnet last week. 2-2 here right now. But you tell me who's impressed you the most so far. If I had to ask you, we're into the final 10 minutes here, who would you say is your player of the match, everybody? Let me know in that live chat. The ball goes out of play. I've got one more free agent quiz for you as well. I suppose we better get it in now, hadn't we, really? So this is your final free agent quiz. Guess the player quiz. This is a Nigerian midfielder. He was a free agent at the end of the 2001-2002 season after leaving PSG. That's your first clue. Someone's just asked, where's Harrison Mount? Not in this particular squad, and because of that, I imagine he'll be playing unless he gets picked up by a club. It's a nice little turn into the box. Jamie Cook, he's causing all sorts of trouble as well since coming on in this second half for the Pitmen. Jamie Cook on the score sheet the other day against Solihull Moors in the pre-season friendly. Corner now for Hednesford. Wow, you guys are good. Amari, sorry. Dan Brotherhood straight away with the answer for the free agent player. Nigerian midfielder, was a free agent at the end of the 2001-2002 season after leaving PSG. Other clubs include Fenerbahce, Eintracht Frankfurt, but of course he joined Bolton Wanderers. It's whipped in and it's a good save by Boyce Clark. He had to be on it quick and he was strong hands to tip it over the bar. Sterling James, again another player who's been really bright since coming on. Fired it hard at Boyce Clark, who had time to see it, still had to deal with it. Yes, of course, J.J. Okocha. Corner. Straight into the arms of Boyce Clark. Luke says JJ, Ben Lewis, JJ of course. Nigerian skill king JJ Okocha. Who would you say in that live chat? I put a question to all of you now. The best ever free agent signing ever for anyone ever. Let me know. Chuck some names in for us as once again the pitmen come, deliver the ball into the box. It's hooked away. It's going to be Billy Bowden trying to chase after it. But at the minute it's at the feet of the number 22, Dan Turner. Now Bowden can try and hook it away. Ends the throw. Billy Bowden, 34-year-old. Started his career at Swindon and has just left Swindon as well. 3 times promoted from League 2 with Swindon Crew and Bristol Rovers. Daniel Horton, Raul Jimenez to Wolves. Love that. Throw for the PFA. Can they get the ball forward? Again, dispossessed. Sonny Sharples this time. Over to Motley Henry, trying to charge it on, trying to feed it through to Cook. There's Shane Ferguson. Just knocks it out for a throw for the pitmen. Michael Brightly, Zlatan Ibrahimovic to Manchester United. Yeah, that was a very good free agent signing, wasn't it? Keep them coming, everybody. Love seeing these. Thank you so much for getting involved tonight, everybody. Really do appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed the game. Be back. Don't forget this Friday, 11 AM kickoff against Tranmere Rovers. Watch that one live on the PFA YouTube channel, completely free as well. Massive thank you to the PFA for putting these games on live and free for you to tune in. And also live on the X account as well, or Twitter in old money. Here's Sterling James, one of my players of the second half. Malt just getting his head onto it to take the path of direction of the ball. Again though, here come the pitmen. There's a little dink over the top. PFA deal with it well this time. Pushing forward, it's a little bit of a lack of communication. And again, Hednesford come with it. Here's Cook. Motley Henry whipping one in, and it's just gone far of the post. Wow, a dangerous ball in. I think it was Sterling James getting his head onto it. Amari Sterling James is having some impact since coming on in this second half. As is Motley Henry, the Chester man. SJ SO says it's easier to type X but easier to say Twitter. You're so right with that, by the way. It doesn't feel right saying X, but it feels right saying Twitter. Has a truer thing been said. We've got 4 minutes to go here. I can't imagine we'll have too much time added on. But it has been a fight back by the pitmen in this second half. After 6 minutes of this game, they were 2-0 down. Hednesford pulled it back in this second half, courtesy of Simmons and Rose from the penalty spot. And a cracking crowd inside Keys Park as well. Massive thank you to everybody for turning out here and making it such a great atmosphere. It's Cook who puts it in low. I think he might have slipped actually, just as he went to deliver that ball. Jamie Patterson launching it forward. It's going to be latched onto over on this right side. It's going to be comfortably picked up and knocked back into play. Good delivery there. Andy Sorey says, I'm not from the UK. How hard is it to get a contract with a club in the National Leagues? Well, I'm sure those of you in that live chat watching the game right now who watch a lot of the National League and National League North and South and even the Northern Prem and Southern Prem and Isthmian Prem, a bit like myself, the standard over the last sort of 10 years has gone up so much. It really, really is very, very difficult indeed. SJ says, what league are these lot in? They got promoted last season, Hednesford. They were promoted via the playoffs from the Northern Premier. They will be playing the National League North this season about to start. So congratulations to Hednesford. It's been a wonderful 12 months for the club. So step 2 of non-league. For those of you who are not quite as au fait with how the leagues work, you obviously have the Premier League at the top tier, then the Championship, then League 1, League 2, then the National League, then the National League North and South, which is where Hednesford will be playing. Then you have the Isthmian Premier, the Southern Premier and Northern Premier, all at step 3. Then it starts to split off and it gets a little bit more confusing. You have like the Isthmian South Central and divisions like that. So I won't go too deep with it, but that's essentially how the pyramid works down to step 2 anyway of non-league. Here is Motley Henry over on the right side again, whips it in. We're in the closing stages here. You sense if there is a goal right at the end, it will be a winner. SJ says, wondering how does the National League relegation work? There are 4 relegation places in the National League, so one comes up automatically. Here's Cook though, he gets a shot away. What a save by Boyce Clark. It is going to be a corner. Well, that might well have been the moment. SJ, let me just explain as we'll have another look at that. Lovely ball fed through, and it is Jamie Cook who's caused all sorts of problems. In fact, I have to say, Jamie Cook, Dylan Motley Henry and Omari Sterling James, since coming on in this second half for the Pitmen, have caused all sorts of problems. They've made a real difference. Yes, so there's 4 relegation places from the National League. So one comes up automatically, though, into the National League from the National League North and South automatically, and then there's a playoff place as well. Now it's whipped through and it goes trickle through. Luke says we're the most southern team in the league. It could actually be, yeah. SJ, if that happens, if it splits into 2 down for North and South, what if the southern teams will struggle and take up the relegation slots? Unfortunately, there are a number of clubs which end up, it's all done at the end of the season. So clubs like Oxford City, for example, sometimes play in the National League South or National League North. There is the full-time whistle. So it just depends on geography, really. If you sit in the Midlands, you're sometimes often at risk a little bit of not knowing what division you're going to play in. But there we go. That is the full-time whistle. PFA remain unbeaten in this pre-season, but it could have been so much more. A brilliant second half performance from Hednesford Town. We must thank them as well for hosting us here at Keys Park. It's been a brilliant evening's football. Thank you to all of you for tuning in as well. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget, you can come back live this Friday, 11 a.m. kickoff against Tranmere Rose, completely live and free for you to tune in. Really appreciate you taking the time out to join us this evening. It has finished here at Keys Park. Hednesford Town 2, PFA 2. The PFA remain unbeaten. I've been your commentator, Ian Waterhouse. Have a lovely evening, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you all on Friday. Thanks for watching.